Sometimes we deceive and lie to avoid personal embarrassment. It is a sin to lie. A lie is any communication given to another with the intent to deceive.
You, Lori. Lori, I'm Lieutenant Ball, Police Department. How are you? You got a minute? You alone, or that help?
My brother's here.
Okay. This is Detective Stubbs.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
So, we're here.
Yeah, this is a big mess. I just talked to the guy on the phone.
And what did he ask you?
He was just saying that he wanted to do a well check on JJ.
So, JJ would be where?
He's in Arizona.
Who's he with in Arizona?
He's with one of my friends in Arizona.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh,
Hey.
you got a notepad?
No? Want me to get one?
No. Come here. You mind if he comes in?
No, come on.
So,
Thank you.
Sorry.
who's the friend he's with?
My friend Melanie. Her son
Melanie.
has autism. Her name's Melanie Gibb. I gave him all the information on the phone.
Okay, so he can call him?
Yeah.
Or Discord?
Yeah. What is all this?
When I compare this definition with that found in the dictionary, which states, a lie is an untrue statement made with the intent of deceiving.
It was kind of weird.
It is very weird. I've had to move around a lot. One of my brothers is trying to kill me. Not the brother that lives here, obviously. He's kind of my protector. My other brother that was in with my husband who was trying to kill me for my $2 million life insurance policy.
Now,
So a lot of stuff has gone on in this last year. It's been a horrible year for us. I've had to move around. And so I was going to move back to Arizona, put my son back into the school there because I tried to put him in school here, public school at Kennedy.
okay.
He went for 2 months. We tried it, but he had such a hard time. Now, the person who called is my sister-in-law, but she's his natural grandmother. He's adopted by us. Okay, so her son, who's a drug addict,
Okay.
had a baby with a girl who's a drug addict, and they took him from, CPS took him,
Okay.
gave him to the grandmother. She came and got him, and then she wanted us to adopt him, which we did. And we loved
By
him and taking
us,
care.
who we
My
call?
husband and I, who died earlier this year.
Okay.
He passed away. Since he
Sorry to
passed
hear that.
away, she's been trying to fight me for him and being really horrible to me and that kind of stuff. She's kind of the paternal friend.
Okay, thank
Does that
you.
make-
I greatly appreciate her definition. A lie can be effectively communicated without words ever being spoken. Sometimes a nod of the head or silence can deceive. Recommending a questionable business investment, making a false entry in a ledger, devious use of flattery, or failure to divulge all pertinent facts are a few other ways to communicate the
We
lie.
really aren't obligated to answer everyone's questions. Whenever a person asks me an antagonistic question, I never answer that question, but rather I answer the question they should have asked. That's why I group this under answer the right question.
Boyd K. Packer said, and the mantle is far, far greater than the intellect. Quote, there is a temptation for the writer or the teacher of church history to want to tell everything, whether it is worthy or faith-promoting or not. Some things that are true are not very useful. The writer or the teacher who has an exaggerated loyalty to the theory that everything must be told is laying a foundation for his own judgment. Boyd K. Packer went on to compare sharing historical truths to passing disease germs from person to person. He said, quote, you do not do well to see that it is disseminated. It may be read by those not mature enough for advanced history, and a testimony in seedling stage may be crushed. Do not spread disease germs. End quote. He explained, quote, in the church we are not neutral. We are one-sided. There is a war going on, and we are engaged in it. It is the war between good and evil, and we are belligerents defending the good. We are therefore obliged to give preference to and protect all that is represented in the gospel of Jesus Christ, and we have made covenants to do it. End quote. Dallin H. Oaks said to Valiant Tippett Savory, author of Mormon Enigma, quote, my duty as a member of the Council of the 12 is to protect what is most unique about the LDS Church, namely the authority of priesthood. Testimony regarding the restoration of the gospel, and the divine mission of the Savior. Everything else may be sacrificed in order to maintain the integrity of those essential facts. Thus, if Mormon Enigma reveals information that is detrimental to the reputation of Joseph Smith, then it is necessary to try to limit its influence and that of its authors." End quote. Dallin H. Oaks also said, quote, "Indeed, in some instances, the merciful companion to truth is silence. Some truths are best left unsaid." End quote. At a BYU fireside on September 12, 1993, Dallin H. Oaks said, quote, "The whole experience with polygamy was a fertile field for deception. It is not difficult for historians to quote LDS leaders and members in statements justifying, denying, or deploring deception in furtherance of this religious practice." End quote. And, quote, "It is permitted for the purpose of building up religion in things pertaining to piety, when necessary, to conceal whatever appears to need concealing." End quote.
No man will ever be totally free who is living a lie.